Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Long time no talk. It feels like I ghosted you guys. Like, bitch, we're not even in a relationship and I dipped out on you guys. That's crazy. I take full accountability to being such a piece of shit and inconsistent.
Hi.
You're nosy. But trust me when I tell you guys, I really do miss you guys. I just feel like a failure with a capital F. Because I don't know, like, how would I say this? I just feel like I'm boring as shit. Like, my life is not interesting no more. Like, back then I had so many juicy things to talk about, so many juicy things to vlog. Bitch, I don't do juicy things besides stay home and eat clean. Oh my god, that sounds kind of lonely. It's really not. It's really like therapeutic, you know, just having a chill life. But I most definitely miss the hectic days. But girl, don't worry, we're back. We're back onto it. We're back with it. We're gonna do something about this and get back on our shit, okay? Don't be afraid to slack off sometimes. That's just the way life is, you know? But you just gotta fall and pick yourself back up because no one's gonna do it for you. Well, unless like a friend picks you up or like your mom or like someone. But bitch, what if you don't have that? You gotta do it yourself. This is how you know I haven't talked to you guys in so long, because girl, I'm just yapping. Anyways, by the title of this video, I just know why you guys clicked on it, why you guys are laying down on your phone right now or on your laptop or watching through the TV con tus patas cruzadas, hella ready to hear the chisme, huh? I was really debating on making this video just because I don't like to bring stuff up from my past anymore. I know obviously I'm really known for like making story time videos and this and that and like just giving you guys so much chisme, but I honestly don't have no chisme to talk about. But this certain situation has been going on for like what, since a year ago I think, and I never spoke up about it because I felt like people just wanted attention from it. So I was like, I'm not gonna give them what they want, not you guys, but the people that caused all of this shit that I'm about to talk about. But then I thought of it and I was like, wait, not gonna lie, that's like kind of funny and interesting to talk about for my story times. I also do feel like times have changed and the internet is just such a sensitive place where like you can't even say a single word without somebody coming at you or you getting fucking canceled. Like, bitch, I could say pineapple and someone's gonna find a reason why that's disrespectful or why to cancel me over saying carrot or something. I don't know, girl, you just gotta watch your mouth apparently. Well, obviously I know that, like, to an extent. Of course there's like certain things we shouldn't say or certain things you shouldn't talk about that you don't know of, but bitch, this is a story time, so let me talk my shit. And if you're bothered, go cry to your mom or something, because like I just don't know what to tell you. Let's take it back to the old days and we're gonna just get into this, baby. Grab your snacks, your popcorn, your hot Cheetos, whatever you gotta do, girl. Bitch, if you're on a diet, grab your protein chips, your protein shake, because we're just about to, you know, spill the tea apparently. I'm shy. Oh my god, am I problematic for this? This is not even being problematic, right? Because like it already happened a year ago. It's just explaining a story to keep you guys entertained, because this is my job, duh. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get into it, girl. It all started on a rainy day, February 29th, 2044. I was at school, sitting down, staring outside of the window, thinking to myself, just kidding guys, seriously, let me tell you guys what's up. I don't even remember the specific date, but this was last year. Like, if I go back in my memories, I could for sure find the specific date. Actually, I think it was last year in the summer, so it's literally about to be a year. I know you guys are probably like, okay bitch, just tell the fucking story, like damn. But it just gives me anxiety because I don't know where to start. Like, I don't know if I should explain myself before I say anything. This feels like I'm writing a fucking essay. Anyways, let's take it back to when me and my boyfriend first started talking back in July, right? Keep the month July in your head. Obviously we were like barely getting to know each other, so I hadn't told my mom that I was like dating him because he hadn't even asked me to be his girlfriend yet or nothing. So I didn't want to like introduce him to the family quite yet. So with that being said, I obviously didn't bring him over to my house yet, like to hang out with me here or nothing. He would just pick me up and we would go get food, we would go to the movies, you know, cute little shit like that. And one night, I forgot what the fuck we were doing. I don't know if we went to the movies or I don't specifically remember, but I know it was already like 11 or 12 and we were hungry as fuck, so we're like, oh, like let's go to In-N-Out. Fun fact, that's like the only fast food place that's like open late at night around us. It's either In-N-Out or fucking Jack in the Box and Taco Bell. And bitch, I was like, oh, like I'm craving a burger, let's go. So whatever, we pull up to In-N-Out, we're ordering. We always go through the drive-thru. We never really get off unless we go with like all of my cousins or like his like friends and stuff like that, then obviously we'll get off. Anyways, we ordered through drive-thru, whatever. We get our food and we're like, should we park here like outside in the parking lot of In-N-Out and just eat, or should we like park at the beach and just eat? Because keep in mind, we wouldn't go back to my house nor his house because we had barely just like started talking. We just wouldn't go over to each other's houses like that late at night yet. Also, keep in mind, I was the one that was driving because we would switch off. Like some days he would pick me up, other days I would pick him up. Like we both have cars, so it was just like reasonable. And he wanted to go park at the beach, but I was like, oh, let's just go park at a view closer to our house instead, because the beach was like a little bit more on the other side of where we live, not necessarily where like our houses are. By the way, our city is like so fucking small. The beach is like 5 minutes away from us, but the view was like 2, so I was like, let's just go where we're closer to home. So yeah, I ended up driving us to the view, and typically we don't get off. We stay in the car and we just obviously like park and eat and like watch YouTube or something. Got there, we parked, obviously like bitch, doors are locked, my lights are off, and obviously my car is off and everything because I don't want my battery to die or anything. And we had a YouTube video playing on my phone meanwhile we're eating, because bitch, I'm an iPad kid and I have to like watch something while I eat. So yeah, whatever, we're eating. Keep in mind, we're like there for literally like what, already 5 to 10 minutes. I were to say more like 10 minutes. We were already there for 10 minutes. We were already starting to eat, and tell me why a car like comes up in front of us. But it's not just like, oh, it's a street and then there's just a car coming. No, bitch, we were parked on a one-way street. So I don't know how to explain it, but we were basically like this, and the cars could only go down, and the car was coming up the one-way street with like their high beams on, right? I didn't think nothing of it, bitch. Like I just thought it was someone that got messed up with the road and didn't know that it's a one-way street. Like bitch, what the fuck was I supposed to think? It's like 12 p.m. girl, be real. So whatever, I ignored it, but like it kind of caught my eye because I was like, what the fuck? Like everyone that lives in this town knows like this is just a one-way street. Like a minute or two passed by, maybe 3 to give it a stretch. Like 3 minutes passed by and the car comes back, but it comes back the regular way. Like how I'm parked, how you're supposed to come down, they come back through that way, right? And they stop right next to my car, and for the like 100th time, my dumbass didn't think of nothing, because in my head I'm like, oh, we're just sitting down eating In-N-Out watching a fucking YouTube video. What is gonna happen? The car pulls up next to me, and it was there for like a few seconds, but I just thought it was someone like going a driveway, because obviously we're like around houses. Like there's houses on that side and houses on that side, and we're like parked on the side. And the car is still next to me, and como que I hear someone like screaming, but I don't really want to look because I'm like, oh, like they're probably like not talking to me. I don't know, girl. I just really did not think anyone knew I was there in my car. So then my boyfriend is obviously on the passenger side, which that means he's next to that car. And he's like, what the fuck? And he like looks, and then I look, like we're literally next to each other. I'm right here and he's next to me, and we like look to our right, and then he said, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? And our windows are up, but that person in the car, their windows are down, and they're just screaming. They're like, put your fucking window down, get off, this and that. And I like look, and I put my window down. Guys, I kid you not, I did not know who it was at first. I literally thought it was like a tweaker just like tripping or something, because it looked like an old lady, like an old white lady. Like no offense, but it was late at night, dark. I don't know if they had their lights on or anything, but I didn't know who it was in the moment. I was literally so confused. I was like, excuse me? Like me all trying to be respectful. I thought it was a whole fucking señora or something, probably like tripping or like tweaking, you know? So I was like, oh, pobrecita, and like, you know, like she's probably lost, or like, I don't know, just tweaking. Or like, I don't know, just spazzing out or something. So we put our windows down, and then I'm like, oh, like, excuse me? And then she's like, bitch, I'm talking to you. Like, are you tripping? Are you tripping? And I was like, what? I was like, who are you? Like, guys, I was so clueless. Word to my mother, I was so clueless. I literally started shaking. I was like, oh my god, is this like random tweaking person like tripping off of me? Like, do they really know who I am? And I was like, who are you? Like, do I know you? Wait, I want to give them a nickname so I can like say the story. Let me think. I forgot to mention, it was 2 people in that car that pulled up on us. We're gonna call the one driving high-waisted, and we're gonna call the one next to her low-waisted. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I was so confused, like, who is tripping on me? Like, why is this person yelling at me? Like, are they okay? Like, I honestly thought they needed help, or like, I don't know. I just did not think someone was genuinely tripping off me, you know? I was like, it's literally midnight. Like, I'm so confused. I asked them, I'm like, who are you? Like, are you okay? Like, excuse me? And she's like, bitch, you know exactly who I am. And then I was like, what? And then I said her name, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Like, why are you tripping? And then she's all like, bitch, you know exactly why I'm tripping. You be talking all that shit, and you want to fuck all the dudes that I talk to. She's all like, so what's up? This and that. And I was like, what? Like, bruh, when I tell you, I was fucking flabbergasted. Now, I won't say I'm an angel. I've made mistakes in my past, but everything she said was literally cap. I haven't heard of her since 2018, 19, when I was literally a middle schooler. By the way, she's like 3 years older than me. She's like 21 right now. So I was so confused. Like, I don't talk about her. I don't even know who she surrounds herself with. I don't know nothing. And her talking about I fuck all the dudes she talks to is crazy, because I kid you not, never, and I repeat, never have I been in bed with any dudes she's talked to. I don't know where she got that from. Like, I don't know if she was just trying to like clown on me or something. And when she said that, honestly, something in my head added up, and I was like, bruh. I had like that That's So Raven flashback, and I like literally zoomed back into the fucking past. And I remember that when I was an 8th grader, keep this in your guys' head, okay? Like, this is just all gonna add up. I was an 8th grader, and I was talking to this sophomore for like a few weeks, right? Never dated him, never even did anything sexual with him, but we were talking years ago. When was 8th grade? Like 5 years ago, bitch. But I guess her anger has always been that that guy was her ex. And you know how some girls are when they choose to hate any girl that talks to their ex, or like that talks to any guy that they've talked to, which I get it. Like, do you? Everyone's different, I guess. But me and her were never best friends. I never home-wrecked anything. I was literally just an 8th grader that was talking to this dude. Don't get me wrong. Before me and that dude started talking, me and her were cool. Like, she would swipe up on my stories, I would swipe up on her stories, but it was never to the point where we would hang out, have a friendship that's close. You know what I mean? She was just a mutual from my city. Like, I don't understand why she was so mad that I was talking to that dude. Low-key, the age gap is kind of crazy. I was an 8th grader talking to a sophomore. But bitch, back in the days, shit was just really crazy for me. I don't even know why. I was like loca vibes. Anyways, that's all I could recall of why she hated me, right? So whatever, like, snap back into it, and I'm like, are you tripping off? And I said the guy's name. I was a little girl. I was in 8th grade. I graduated literally almost 2 years ago. Like, why are you still tripping over this? Like, I'm so confused. Bruh, I swear I'm not even trying to make myself seem like such an innocent girl. But she just had no reason to do me like that. But wait, bitch, I'm not even done. It gets worse. I tell her that. I'm like, are you really tripping off blank? I was like, that's so old. Like, that's so 2018. Like, get over it. And then she starts screaming at my boyfriend. And she's all like, you better check that bitch's phone. She's not so innocent as you think she is. She's a little hoe. This, and that. She started calling me ran through and just like all this crazy ass shit, right? And in my mind, I was like, bruh, this looks so bad in front of my boyfriend, because we had barely, you know, started talking, and no one wants to hear that. Obviously, it's not true. She was just mad and saying shit to get under my skin, or like under his skin. But I was like, bruh, I was so embarrassed. I was like, no mames, like, Out of everything you could say, bruh, you're saying this in front of my boyfriend. Or my little talking stage at the time, but that's my man now. Anyways, yeah, she just started screaming shit, and then my boyfriend like looks at me, he's like, bruh, like she's just tripping. Like, and by the way, we still had our windows down, and so did she, and she was just yelling shit. And I know you guys are probably gonna be like, you should have just ignored her, put your window back up. But I was so mad, like I didn't want to let some random ass girl just talk to me like that in front of my man. Like, that's so weird and disrespectful, especially because she had no reason to do that. Like, I would totally understand, and if she had like a valid reason as to why she hated me, but bruh, like there really was no valid reason. Like, I have never done nothing to you. I literally haven't spoke to you in like what, 5-6 years. Like, that shit was just so crazy to me. And she was like, oh, so you didn't hit up blank when we were together? And she named another guy. And then I was like, no, like, what are you talking about? She's like, put that on your mama's life, ho. Put that on your mama's life. And then I was like, I don't recall hitting up your man. And she's like, your mama's finna die, bitch. This, and that. And she just started saying shit about my mom. And I was like, what? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you okay? Like, am I hearing this shit right? And when she said that, I was looking like, bruh, like, she just wants funk. Like, at this point, she just wants to get down, and like, she wants to find any reason to trigger me, you know, to get me out the car or something. Cause bruh, talking about someone's mom is crazy. And she kept calling me a hoe and just like all of this crazy shit. I was just like, okay. And she's like, so what, are you tripping? Are you tripping? Get the fuck off. Are you tripping? And I was like, no one's tripping off you. I was like, I don't even know you like that. Like, what are you talking about? And then she's all like, yeah, bitch, you be talking all that shit. I was like, when? What are you talking about? What do I be saying? I don't know nothing about her, guys. Like, literally nothing. So I was just so caught off guard. Like, oh my god, it just gets me so mad now thinking about it. Because it's like, dude, I don't know the girl. Like, last time I heard of her was in 2018. I literally have chats from 2018 with her. Like, bruh, I was just so caught off guard. And I told her straight up, I was like, no one's tripping off you. Like, I don't even know you. I don't even talk about you. Like, no one's tripping. And I forgot what else she was saying and what I said back that like triggered her. So she's like, all right, bitch, I'm finna fuck you up. And she got out of her car, literally walked over to my side. And remember when I said it was her and another girl? The other girl got off too. This bitch stood in front of my car so I wouldn't leave. So in my head, I'm like, either get jumped or they hit my car. What is it gonna be? And bitch, I had barely got my car a few months before that. Because keep in mind, I got my car I think like a month before graduation, and this was summer of last year. So just do the fucking math. I had just got my whip a few months before that. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna let them hit my car or like do something to it. Might as well just get jumped, honestly. Like, fuck. So then I was like, bruh, fuck it. Like, I just have to take it how it is. And like, you know, my boyfriend was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, literally press on the gas and leave. Like, even if she's in front of you, like, she's gonna move. And I know everyone's gonna have mixed emotions about this. And he's a man. He could not hit a female. And I just know, like, my boyfriend would never let any girl hit me. But it's like, he's not about to throw hands with these random ass bitches. For what? For them to end up pressing charges on him and like call him a woman beater or something? I'm already knowing how this shit goes. Like, I already know what girls' intentions are nowadays. So in his mind, he's like, why would you even risk like getting in a fight with them or anything? Don't get off. Like, push the gas and go. And I was like, literally, like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I wanted to open the door and just let them jump me because I didn't want them to touch my car. And another side of me was like, just fucking hit the gas. This bitch is gonna move out the way and you're just gonna get the fuck out of here. Because guys, she was literally in front of my whip so I wouldn't leave. And the other girl was literally waiting to fucking drag me. Like, I just know she just wanted to get her rounds in, bro. By the way, I don't know why this always happens, but the girl is literally 2 times taller than me. I'm not exaggerating. She's so fucking big to the point where it's kind of like scary to me. Like, bruh, taller than my man. That should just tell you enough. So I was like, damn, like, I'm about to get jumped by this fucking NBA player. And the other mocosa let me not even get started on that because that's more to the story later. But the other mocosa is gonna get in it and me van a destrozar. Obviously my boyfriend wasn't gonna let that happen as to why he wanted me to dip. He obviously didn't want to put hands on any females. So whatever, I just look around and I'm like, bruh, you know what, like fuck it, like if my car gets scratched or something, it gets scratched. I push the gas to get out of the way, and I know she didn't expect that because bro, who's gonna press the gas on someone that's standing in front of the car, right? But in that situation, bro, these girls wanted to jump me. I needed to get the fuck out of here. The only option was to go straight because there was a car behind me and their car was next to me. There was no choice but then to just go straight. So I pushed the gas and the girl was like so starstruck that I actually like pushed her. She moved out the way. She's like, what the fuck? And then the other girl that was by my window, she's like, she just fucking hit you with her car. She just hit you with her car. Making me seem crazy. But it's like, no shit, you guys wanted to jump me. I don't even know you guys. You guys just randomly pulled up on me at 12 in the night, bro. I was just fucking eating In-N-Out, watching YouTube videos with my boyfriend. Like, what? Wait, I just realized my makeup looks kind of crazy. Okay, hold on. I need to fix it. Just trust me, it's like a trust the process. So don't judge, because if you judge, I might cry. Anyways, the girl ends up moving out of the way and I just leave. Like, I gas that shit. Like, I just leave out of that, like, little place where we were, and then I drive like around my town, and bruh, they hopped in their car and were following me. Like, I kid you guys not, following me everywhere I went, and I didn't know what to think. Like, one part of me was like, bruh, just park, get down, and let them beat your ass. Like, they're not gonna let you go. And then another part of me was like, bruh, just keep driving until you lose them. Whatever. I ended up going into like a street and my boyfriend turned off my lights. He's like, turn off your lights so they won't see you. They ended up driving past us and didn't see that we went into that street. Because like I said, I was just trying to get the fuck out of there. And I was literally panicking. My like fucking heart was racing. I was like, what do I do? Like, what the fuck? I was scared they were just gonna like drive into my car or like hit it or something. At this point, I didn't even care if I got my ass beat. I was just worried about my car. Like, fuck, bitch, I just got it. And I know you guys are probably like, bruh, that's just materialistic stuff, this and that. Obviously now I realize that, but in the moment, guys, I was just so naive and like, cause bruh, I was an 18-year-old girl who had just bought her first car. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to my mind. Like I was saying, we ended up losing them. And then we stayed there for like a few seconds. And after, I ended up calling my cousin Kiara because, bruh, that's like the only girlfriend that I can call if anything. And my boyfriend ended up calling his cousin and his girl. Because if anything, I was just like, you know what? Like, if the girl wants to find me, like, okay, we'll do one-on-one as long as they don't jump me. And Kiara could literally handle the other one. Like, if it has to get to that, then it'll get to that, you know? So I was calling Kiara and she's all like, what happened? Like, I'm at the movies. This bitch was all whispering. I was like, bruh, like, guess what? And I told her everything that happened. And she was so fucking mad. She's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even in town. Like, I'm like 30 minutes away. Like, I'm at the movies with like my boyfriend, this and that. She's all like, but are they still there? This and that. And I was like, no, like, we lost them. But I'm just so fucking mad. Like, I can't believe, like, you know, this shit happened. Like, why? Like, that's so random. I don't even talk to her. And that's exactly what Kiara said. She was like, bro, you don't even talk to her, you don't talk about her, like her name is never brought up ever. I was like, dude, exactly. That's why I was so confused why this girl was so mad at me. So yeah, I told Kara, I was like, it's okay, like, don't worry, like, girl, just go back to watching your movie. Like, we already lost them. Like, there's nothing else that is gonna happen, you know? Well, hopefully not. And then my boyfriend was on the phone with his cousin, and his cousin has a girlfriend that I'm like really close with, and she's fucking crazy. Like, she will literally get down with like any bitch over me, like, I swear. Or not even over me, like in general. She's just loca like that. And then we pull up to his house and we're like telling him everything that happened, and she's more mad than me. She's like, what the fuck? Like, call her up. Like, it's good. Like, you'll get her, I'll get her homegirl. Like, it's good. Like, call her up. And then my dumbass, I was like, no, bro, like, just let it be. Like, that's what they want. Like, they just want to fucking pick a fight. They just want attention. Like, let's not give them that shit. And she's like, no, like, why do bitches think they can punk you? Like, that's just what we're not gonna do. And she was right, because no girl likes to feel punked, right? But like I said, I already know how this shit goes. It's not even letting myself get punked, but it's like, I'm not gonna give bitches the satisfaction that they want. By the way, this is not the first time she does this to people. This girl is known for fighting people and causing problems with people and all these type of altercations in my city. So I'm like, I'm already knowing what's up. I'm not new to this. Like, I already know what this is gonna be. So my whole point was like, I'm not gonna give the girl what she wants. Like, I just know she wants to beat my ass. She wants attention. And not to sound cocky, but I'm pretty sure she sees what I'm doing on social media. She sees that I'm on here doing what I do. You know what I mean? And look, I totally understand. Sometimes people do have, you know, jealousy and envy within themselves, and they take it out on other people. But when it gets to a point where you just want to get physical with someone who doesn't even know you like that, it's crazy to me. And honestly, now I feel comfortable sharing this with you guys because I know that there was really no real reason why this was done to me, or why these girls were really trying to jump me. Anyways, back to the story. Nothing ended up happening that night whatsoever. Like, we lost them. I blocked them on everything right away. And it's crazy to me because the girl that stood in front of my car, we followed each other on Instagram. She had literally messaged me a few months back when we were still in school, asking me how was I able to get into homeschool because she's like struggling and she wants to get into independent studies. And I literally had responded to her back then. I was literally so nice about it too. Like, she would swipe up on my stories. She would literally comment like hard eyes on my pictures. Now, we didn't personally know each other. I didn't even know her name. Like, we just had followed each other and we were just like mutuals, you know? But it was just so crazy to me how they pull up on me and do all this, but one of the girls literally follows me and hits me up for advice. Like, I was just so shook. Now it's gonna get more crazier. Don't go nowhere because bitch, you're gonna want to hear this. So a few months end up passing by, like 6 to 7 months after. I kid you guys not. Random day during the week, bruh. It's basketball season for the high schoolers. Both of my cousins are on the boys basketball team for the high school in our city, right? Obviously our family always goes out to support them, and like we just always get together for the basketball games, whatever. It was like midday, probably like 5 p.m 6 p.m, and me and my boyfriend decide to go to the basketball game because my mom was gonna go, my little sister was gonna go, and this basketball game is at my old high school's rival school, if that makes sense. Once again, why would I think anything of me going to my cousin's fucking basketball game with my family? We end up carpooling with Chino and Chuy. They actually pick up me and my boyfriend because my mom and my little sister had left before us. We get there, everything's fine. We're sitting on the bleachers watching the JV basketball game before varsity, because you know how like they have like separate times, whatever. JV finishes up, and you know when like, what's that called? Like that long period of time that they have in between games when it's time for the next game. I don't think it's halftime because the JV game had already finished and it was time for varsity, but they like left a gap for people to get up and go get food and like all of that shit, right? And like I said, we're sitting in the bleachers, a row down there above, and like above, and it's an inside basketball court. And to my right, to the back, basically like this door, okay? Pretend this is like the fucking bleachers. I'm sitting down right here. My boyfriend is to my right, literally my fucking right hand, bro. I love that man, like fuck. My auntie, my uncle, my two cousins, and my other two cousins were like on the side with my auntie and uncle, and Chuy and Chino went to go get food because it was like the little break period and aprovecharon to go get food, right? The exit door is behind me, like in the corner. And I don't know why, I just started getting like a weird feeling. Like I was just getting stared at, or like, I don't know, like just like a weird feeling, right? So I look at the exit door, like I just keep looking and like looking and just looking, like, oh, who's coming in, who's coming out? Like I'm just very curious. And bitch, when I look again, I see the girl, low-waisted, at the door, just staring at me. I didn't even say nothing, I didn't do nothing. I just sat down and I looked, and she just walks towards me, but not like going in front, but like if she was gonna come from behind, if that makes sense. So she's like coming through the door and like coming like if she's coming behind, and she doubles back and she goes in front instead, and she stands right in front of me, guys. Like I kid you guys not, right in front, like face to face. I'm sitting down in the bleachers. I let her come up, like I don't even get up, I don't move, nothing. I'm just sitting down with my hands in my pocket, just chilling. I don't know if she had her hoodie on, I really don't remember details, but she was literally like, remember me? And I like look at her and I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't know you. Because in my mind, I don't know you. Like, I really don't. You just were the girl who randomly pulled up on me a few months ago with your homegirl because you guys wanted to jump me. And comes to find out, you followed me. And you would ask me for advice before. So I'm just so confused. I straight up told her, I was like, I don't even know you. And she's like, you hit me with your car, bitch. She puts her fist up and my boyfriend gets up right away and literally blocks her. And he's all like, bro, like, take this shit outside. Like, you're not doing this in here. Bro, when I tell you guys, she looked at my boyfriend and fucking pushed him. Like, not just a little push, a full-on push. To the point where he like went back on the bleachers. He didn't fall, but he like went back because she put her full force onto that push. Like, she wanted to knock my man out or something. And remember how I said that two of my cousins were in front of us? It was actually my cousin and his girlfriend. So my cousin's girlfriend obviously sees that and she grabs her. She's like, what the fuck? Like, don't be doing that shit. And I really cannot tell you guys what ended up happening with her because I didn't see in the moment, but I do know that my cousin's girlfriend's nail broke off because she was trying to like hold her back, like to not obviously like touch me. And by the way, when she pushed my boyfriend, he obviously didn't do nothing, didn't put his hands on her because why would he? Like, it's just a female. Regardless if he was like defending me or defending himself, obviously people were gonna say something about it, and it's just, I guess, not the right thing to do. But it's like, bitch, how do you expect not to get hit if you're over here tripping off a person that doesn't even know you? Anyways, obviously he didn't do nothing. And then like the security came and they took her. She literally looked crazy. She was like kicking her feet up in the air, just trying to like swing at me. And the whole time I was literally sitting down with my hands in my pocket, confused as fuck. I was like, what the fuck? This crazy ass bitch, like, really? I was starstruck. I really was. I was really mad, but like, I was so mad to the point where I didn't even know what to say, what to do. I was like, once again, like, these no life people are just not gonna leave me alone. Like, they really want to fight me that bad. Like, that's so insane to me. And by the way, my uncle and my auntie were sitting next to us, but a little like further, so they didn't like obviously react quickly. But my uncle did get up and he came up to, he's like, what the fuck, like, are you good? Or estás bien? Like, everyone thought that she was just like a supporter that wanted to take a picture. That's why she came up to me or something. Like, even my boyfriend thought that at first. He didn't even recognize that it was the girl that pulled up on us a few months ago. I'm telling you guys, we do not know them like that. Like, what? It was just so confusing. But yeah, whatever. My uncle ends up telling me like, do you want to stay? Do you want to leave? I was like, just like walk me out to the car. Like, I just want us to leave. But then I remembered that we didn't even bring a car. We carpooled with Chuy and Chino. And then I had hella thought of them. I was like, bro, they're not even here. Like, if they were here, bro, I feel like it would have been so much worse. My cousins are so overprotective over me. Like, bro, look at how big the scandal was with just my boyfriend and my cousin's girlfriend being there. Imagine if it was Chino and Chuy there. Like, I already know them. We went down to where they were like buying the food, and I went up to Chino and Chuy. I was like, you think you guys could take us home? Because like, I don't even want to be here. Like, I don't even feel comfortable. Like, this random ass bitch just pulled up on me again and like wanted to fight me in front of everybody, and she like disrespected me. Oh my goodness. And I totally forgot to mention that before that girl came up to me, my mom and my little sister had just left. Like, that shit is just so crazy to me, because imagine my mom was still next to me and my little sister was there and seeing that shit. I would have been sick. Like, I feel like it would just be such a whole different story, because you do not disrespect somebody in front of their mom, or in general, but it's just like in front of my mom. What? I end up going up to Chuy and Chino and I tell them what happened, and Chuy's all holding his fucking pepperoni pizza. He's like, bro, you're lying, because we always like mess around. So he did not believe me. And I look at him and I'm like, bro, on my brother's grave, I am not fucking around right now. Like, this shit dead ass just happened at the bleachers. And they both look at me and they're like, what the fuck? Like, where is she? Did she touch you? Like, did she lay any hands on you? And I was like, no, like, the girl did not touch me. Like, I was literally sitting there fucking staring at her like if she was a crazy person, because that's really what she is. And they were just so shook. They're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, it's good. Like, we'll leave. Because I didn't want to be there. I felt so uncomfortable. I felt embarrassed, actually. Because imagine what the people around us thought it wasn't just kids around us, it was families, it was parents. Like, that shit was so embarrassing to me. But yeah, I never ended up seeing the girl again. I think like security really did kick her out. I honestly thought she was gonna like wait for me in the parking lot or something. So I had already told my boyfriend, I was like, bruh, she's honestly just gonna pop out of nowhere and like want to get down. By the way, it was just her. I don't know who she was with outside or anything, but she's just came up to me by herself. I was just really embarrassed because that makes me look so bad. And look, I'm not perfect, okay? I have my mistakes. I'm obviously growing up. I'm 19. I'm still living my life, learning as I go. But to be painted as this person that I'm not by these people who do not know me is literally insane. Like, it scares me because it's like, how are you so obsessed with trying to go after me just to put your hands on me? Like, it's really crazy to me. And look, I'm really not no scary ass bitch, but I already know how this shit goes. They just want to be able to say that, oh, like, yeah, we fucked her up, we fought her, this and that. They want to see all that go around. Like, I already know what these people's intentions are. And you guys are probably like, well, you're giving them what they want by making this story time, this and that. You guys are probably right. They're probably fucking kicking up their feet in the air right now, rubbing their feet together, hella happy that I'm making the story time talking about them or something. But that shit already happened. It passed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure they still want to fight me, and this is probably gonna trigger them more. I feel like there's so much more to the story, but I'm like forgetting. To go back to the first time when they both pulled up on me, I believe it was a setup. They found me at that view late at night when no one's really there, and I like connected the dots. This girl that I used to be close with back then, she had my location, we talked every day, all of that. She was the one who gave that girl the information on what I was doing that night, because that friend of mine was cool with that girl, which is really hypocritical because I remember back then she would like talk so much stuff about that girl. But I don't know how it worked out, how they like would talk and stuff. That's honestly not my business. But that's the only way that things added up to me. Because it's like, how did those two girls end up pulling up on me out of view late at night? By the way, once we left In-N-Out and we drove to the view, my boyfriend literally remembered that there was no car behind us whatsoever. So how could these girls just randomly pull up on me at this fucking view? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't add up. Like, I don't think it was just a coincidence that they just pulled up. I think they knew what they were doing and they've literally been plotting. Because how else would that fall into place like that, you know? And when I ended up calling my friend, she was acting very like sus. Like, se hizo la dormida, like if she had just woken up. And then I was like panicking. I was like, why did Blink just pull up on me with this other girl trying to fight me, hella tripping off me? Like, you're the only one that has connections with her. Like, how does she know where I am? Like, where is this all coming from? Oh yeah, and to make it a little bit more weirder, my friend at the time, the one that I was like telling her like, did you like tell her my addy or something? She ended up hanging up and she texted me. She's like, do you want me to text her? And I was like, yeah, like, can you please ask her, why is she tripping off me? Like, why does she want to fight me so bad? Like, I'm so confused. Copied and pasted what she said right away. And she was all like, that you hit her friend with the car, this and that. All in the span of 1 minute, she told me that. So I was like, wait, were they plotting this whole time? Or like, am I just like slow? I don't know. It seemed so sus to me. And look, in the moment, I was naive. I really did not think my friend had set me up. It was my boyfriend that was like, wait a minute. This is not adding up. Like, this is sus as fuck. But I don't know, like, till this day, I don't want to believe that she set me up. Because something in my heart is telling me that she wouldn't do that. I don't know if maybe that's just like the Pisces in me that loves to see the good in people. Or the fact that I know she has no reason to set me up. We were literally really good friends. So I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't add up in my head that my so-called friend did that. But then everyone around me was like, dude, it's right in front of your face. Like, she's the one who set you up. But I'm so like Lela, and I don't want to believe it. I'm like, no, there's no way. Obviously, I don't talk to the girl no more. I kept my distance. I removed her from everything just because I feel like it's just better like that. No bad blood. She's probably watching this, honestly. I don't hate you, girl. I'm really hoping that you didn't set me up and it just like was all a coincidence. But the thing that was also really sus is she never tried to talk to me about it. She never wondered why I distanced myself or basically cut her off. She just let things be. My cousins even tell me, they're like, that just says a lot about what she did. Like, bruh, it just shows it clear as day. But I don't know, maybe I'm just slow and like don't want to accept that she actually set me up, because bruh, I kid you not, I've never done nothing to her. I've literally been such a good friend. So that's why it doesn't sit right with me that she would do something like that to me, because bruh, we were really good friends, like really good friends. I can't even explain myself. So to me, it was just really crazy and unbelievable. Anyways, yeah, that was basically it. That was my, what would you call it, stalker story? What do you call that? Oh, also, by the way, I'm not surprised that the girl found me at the basketball game, because that's actually her old high school. So I mean, she probably like just pulled up and had happened to see me there and was like, oh yep, flight or fight mode, girl. And look, all I'm going to say is, I never talked about this on social media. I never posted anything petty. I never even texted them. I never spoke about it. I didn't do nothing because I just knew that's what they wanted. Attention. They wanted to throw hands, I guess. I don't understand how they hate me so much. Like, I really don't. Like, I wouldn't even do that to the person that I dislike so much in this world. Like, I'm so confused. I know I keep playing with my lips, but I don't know, it's just pissing me off. I feel like they don't look good. By the way, my makeup does look good, but this lighting does not make it look good on camera. But I swear, on the mirror, it does look cute. Basically, that's honestly it. In my eyes, I think that's just really crazy and scary, because I can't even go to Target by myself without thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna run into these fucking crazy obsessive girls and they're gonna want to fight me. God knows why. And I guess that's just what it's gonna be for the rest of my life or something. I really don't know. Also, it doesn't surprise me that much anymore, because I put two and two together, and there's actually been several times where this girl does the exact same thing to other girls over her past relationships. So it all just adds up. I'm sure she has a lot of insecurities within that she needs to take care of. But all I'm gonna say is that's really not my fault. I don't have nothing to do with whatever she has going on. And if she's watching this, leave me alone. I don't understand what your anger is. I'm pretty sure you want to beat my ass even more now. But it's just not gonna happen. This already happened. Like, what else can I do but laugh about it at this point? But yeah, like I said, this doesn't surprise me. This is literally repeated behavior from this person. And the other girl, honestly, I really feel bad, because she has no reason to like not like me. Like, I promise you guys, no reason not to not like me, or that I know of, because I've never even met her in person to the point where she even knows me as a person. Even the other girl as well, but you guys already know how that shit goes. But yeah, I think the only thing that is just really annoying is the fact that I have to keep my guard up everywhere that I go. And of course, it should always be like that, because you just never know nowadays. Even if that weren't to had happened, like, you always just have to be careful, of course. Bitch, before I was able to like go to the gym by myself, go to Target, have little dates with myself, go to the beach, little stuff like that. Now I don't like doing that, because it's like, bruh, they could really find me anywhere when I least expect it. And what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get my ass beat because there's no one with me to like protect me. Like, bitch, at this point I'm gonna take karate classes or something. I'm really curious as to what you guys have to say about all of this, because I know people have different opinions. I just want to be left alone, because this is really annoying. There's really no main reason as to why this is happening besides girls just being mad because of who I am and what I do. And I'm not even trying to say that in a cocky way, because I kid you guys not, the numbers that I have on social media literally do not define who I am. I'm a normal human being with feelings, with a family at home, with a normal life, just like everyone else. So I just don't know why it's such a problem being who I am. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. And maybe it's my fault for having such a fucking crazy past, but I was such a little girl. Like, I don't, you know, I can't go back in time and fix who I used to be. I was literally 13, bruh. Like, and even then, that's still not a valid reason because I never did anything wrong to her. Like, I just don't get it, bruh. But yeah, guys, that is my crazy story that I have been waiting to tell you guys. It's 10:30 p.m. at night and they just ended up closing the door. Like, I heard it slam, so I think my stepdad's not fucking with me making noise. Sorry about that. By the way, in no way am I promoting violence or throwing putazos with one another or being mean or being a B word. I'm just here to share my story with you guys to keep you guys entertained. Take it how you want to take it. It already happened. I know there's probably going to be so many more times where stuff like this happens because sadly in the world that we live in, people really don't want to see you do good. But don't get me wrong, I know there's so many people who literally love me and adore me and want to see me do amazing, and I thank God every day for those beautiful people in my life. Yeah, besties, that is the end of today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this shit kept you guys entertained because in the moment I was fucking going insane. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I literally love you guys and I appreciate you guys with my entire heart. And once again, I do apologize for not being consistent on here. I know, throw fucking tomatoes at me, throw whole fucking Stanley at me if you want. Like, I'll take all the putazos. Love you guys, appreciate you guys. Remember to always stay blessed and never stressed because life is too short. Like, why are you gonna be stressed? No, but like, I promise life is like too short. Don't be stuck in the past. Move on to the present. Hashtag wise words from Angiee B or Angie Rez, because you know she's a new woman. Okay, I need to shut the fuck up. I feel like I yap so much. Goodbye.